Hello there and welcome back to my channel, the channel that brings you a variety of content. And in this video you can see here Patch is being long reined. But why do we do it? Well, quite simply, from a young horse point of view, it teaches the horse the leg and rein aids and increases his balance by encouraging more use of the hind legs. I've used this process to train Patch even before I could sit on him, and it gets him using his brain. It gets me working with him without having to sit on him, because as you know, young horses, they do grow and we don't want to do anything that will impede their growing. So working from the ground and doing these little techniques is all good for teaching them before you even get on the horse themselves. It's also easy to regulate the paces while making the horse obedient both on the circle and the straight lines, which is what you can actually see in this video. And not only that, but if you wanted to, I don't know, hook your horse up to a cart perhaps, well, this technique also helps that and gets them ready for that type of work. When do you actually start doing it? Well, I actually started Patch, and I guess most young horses, when they were 2 years old, doing the long reining and teaching them this way, and it just gets them engaged and gets their brain going. There's no for me, I did about 15 minutes or so 10 to 15 minutes of this process doing that, and there's no, I guess, wrong answer in kind of how long you do it. I mean, personally for me, I like to do about 10-15 minutes of any work. Keeps them engaged, keeps them fresh, doesn't make them bored, and it means that it's fresh in their brains. You're not overworking them by doing half an hour, and that's just my opinion and my view. But like many others, if when they're training horses, they may have different views, and it may be what works for them, but this certainly works for me. And this was Patch earlier this year in the summer months. He's 4 here, but he hasn't always been at this level or standard. I actually started teaching him when he was 2 because I couldn't do no other. I didn't want to sit on him because I didn't want to ruin his back because he is still growing. So for me, this was a way of keeping him engaged, getting him used to leg aids, reins, the bit, getting him used to having something on his back and working with him. So when I could eventually sort of sit in and do have the saddle and actually ride him, then he wasn't as scared. He's used to it already, and there is no reason why you can't actually do it on an older horse, 5, 7, 10 years old. As long as they're not too young, there's no reason why you can't do this sort of thing on any of those ages, if not older, just to, I guess, do something different. And that's what I do with Patch. I alternate between riding to schooling to this sort of work, and God, he's such a good boy just doing this, bless him. And that's the end of the video there, everyone. So thank you very much for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content coming soon.